Hi, I'm Kushan Mitra, and I'm standing next to this BMW M2 competition at the BMW India showroom in Gurugram. But I'm not here to talk about this fantastic car. I've driven it before and it's superb. But I'm here to talk about BMW India's new Retail Next strategy. I speak with BMW India President Vikram Pawah to understand what this Retail Next strategy is all about, as well as the state of the Indian luxury car market and BMW India's immense success with electric vehicles. Keep watching for more. So here on a very grey and dull day outside in Delhi at the Bird Automotive Showroom in Gurgaon. But you won't realize that with this bright blue Mini behind me. This is the brand new Mini. And I'm here with Vikram Pawah, President of BMW India. We're not here to talk about the Mini, but this is unique for this showroom because this is the first time this showroom has Minis on display on the same floor. This is part of BMW India's Retail Next program. So I'll leave it to Mr. Pawah to explain what Retail Next is all about for BMW India.
Sure. Thank you, Kushan, for having us on board. And you're right, a dull day outside, but bright and beautiful inside, right?
Yeah.
With nice little earthy colors. You know, it doesn't look like a car showroom if you look around a little bit. So that's what it's all about. It's about changing the game about how auto showrooms look like, right? And I've been in auto industry for long. You've been covering auto industry for a very long time. And I don't think you would have seen this kind of a transition happening because now we're moving away from that traditional model of a kind of a stockyard in a showroom to more like a lounge with cars in it, right? And I think that's where that's the base of the concept, that it's all about the customer and the brand interaction. You know, that's what it's all about. It's not about a transaction anymore. It's all about these connections take place, and that's the reason all the brands sit on the same roof, under the same roof. So one ceiling and all brands in one.
So you were explaining to me earlier where you have the motorcycle, it's BMW Motorrad, also with the same dealer principle. You could have Mini, BMW, as well as BMW Motorrad.
Under one roof.
Under
one roof on the same floor. Absolutely. And they will absolutely mingle and merge together without any demarcation. Of course, you know, some design language would be different. Being mini has to be a little bit quirky, but you can see it blends into the entire showroom very quickly.
Now, what will this mean for the customer? The customer can come and see all brands together, so he or she could come in and maybe buy something different.
They can experience the entire BMW group in one go. And that's the whole idea behind it, because if you look at it, I think we are one of the only unique brands that can offer BMW Mini and Motorrad. And all these three, in India at least, sit in a luxury space, in a premium space, and for leisure. So it's addressing the need of a leisure buyer and a luxury buyer together. And we see already a lot of crossover between these products in any case.
Vikram, I also want to understand right now, I mean, you've just launched this brand new Mini Cooper S.
Yep.
You've had the new 5 Series come along. What is the overall state of the luxury car market right now in India?
So overall market, as we can see from the Vahan data, and I'm sure you can see as well, is growing. Right. So I think last I looked at it, was growing at around 12% or so, which is really good. Good to see that growth happening compared to the rest of the industry. It's outpacing it, and we are growing at a faster pace. Right. First half results, when we announced, we told you that we grew by 21% at the same time. So clearly growth is there, and I think for us the growth is driven by the new models. Absolutely. You know, 5 long wheelbase is a classic example. You're saying that, which has expanded the segment for us. X1, which we launched a year ago, has absolutely expanded the premium segment. And if you remember, we always spoke about it, that we'll continue to launch products that expand the market, and finally I can see that happening.
So you also have some new exciting models coming up, like the new X3, which we know is going to be coming up soon.
Not this year, but yes, next year it would be there, absolutely.
Okay. And what are the challenges you think the Indian luxury automotive market faces right now? I mean, you're hearing brands, everybody else talking, the economy sort of tapering off. You've had 2 fantastic years of growth. So do you see a taper because of 2 fantastic years of growth?
I think for us, we can clearly see that this year will again end up in a good growth.
Okay.
Absolutely will. I can't see any slowdown happening. Of course, there was kind of a pause that happened during the election period. And now we can see with the festive period, it's slowly inching back upwards where it was earlier prior to the election. So I don't see any fundamental reason why the Indian auto demand should slow down, honestly. I mean, there could be a supply side things in certain segments of the market, but I think it's more from a demand side, it's pretty stable for me.
And I also would like to understand how much do finance schemes, and you have your own in-house financing firm,
Yep.
how much do finance scheme, how much do buybacks, how do those help Indian consumers, particularly first-time entrants into the luxury car market? I mean, these are people who are not buying their first car,
You're right.
they're buying their
Yeah. Third or fourth car. Yeah.
maybe fifth. I mean, but
True.
their first time entering the luxury segment. And how does it
It
help?
does absolutely gives them the peace of mind, honestly, because in the kind of programs we have in place for finance is not only just the standard finance that you could take, but you could also take finance where your outflow is fixed and even your resale value of the product is fixed. So there is absolute peace of mind for our customers. We call it the BMW 360-degree program. And what we've seen is that you're right, people who are trialing out, premium for the first time, that becomes really an important piece for them to make that decision. Right. So, for example, last year we had launched with a new Mini Electric SE at that point in time. We had launched a 1-year program for people to try out Mini. And you had to pay only 8 lakhs to buy a Mini and try it out for a year. The kind of people that came would never have considered Mini before. And now after buying them, they all want to stick around with them as well.
Since we have a Mini, and you just mentioned Mini behind us, how has Mini been doing? I mean, these are, it's still the leisure cars, but they're still luxury. They're
These are fun
expensive.
cars. These are fun cars.
but-
Absolutely fun and luxury cars.
But how is it doing? Because these are not bought by your typical luxury car buyer, but obviously somebody who knows their cars.
Yeah. No, so I
What's
think
the profile of a Mini buyer?
So I think Mini buyer is somebody who wants to take it on a spin on a weekend, or take it on a long drive or something like that, and really enjoy that. And I have people who actually go to golf clubs only on their Mini on a Sunday, right? Well, they'll be driving a 5 long wheelbase or a 6 GT as it was earlier, right? On their weekday, on a weekend, they would probably be taking a Mini just to their golf club for a golf game. So it's when you want to enjoy the Mini, you want to connect with the car. That's how it's all about.
And the last issue I'd like to bring up is BMW India has been very successful in electric vehicles. You are the leading luxury car maker in EVs. You have a lot of EV products. So is that the reason? Because you have a wide spread of electric vehicles, you think everything from the Mini Countryman electric we just launched
Yep.
all the way to the i7. So is that helping?
No, you're right. Absolutely. We have the widest choice in the industry with 6 distinctive products that we offer in our cars. I mean, that's where the demand comes from. Because I think our aim would be that at every price point, a person should be able to choose between a traditional engine and an electric. Because it's finally about the choice of a customer. And what we're seeing, for example, in the 7 Series segment, right, where we have a petrol, diesel, and electric, we have penetration rate of 35 to 40% for electric.
So 40%
40%,
electric,
absolutely. 40% of 7 Series customer choose electric.
the i7. So they're
Absolutely.
Not,
Yeah.
so it's the leading powertrain would be electric for the 7 Series?
Well, no, between petrol and electric, it's kind of a good balance.
Okay.
Really a good balance. So it's just neck to neck, if you call it that way.
And so BMW globally has obviously decided to give customers the choice of petrol, diesel, and electric. You're not saying that this is one technology and we're going to.
No, we are technology agnostic. We made that very clear that I think finally it'll be customers who choose depending on their usage. So that's why you see us that we are developing traditional engines worldwide. We are still developing the plug-in hybrids, and we are still developing the electric, and also we are working on the hydrogen. So that's what we call as being technology agnostic about it, that let the customers choose, and our factories can produce all of them.
Are you getting a plug-in hybrid to India? You had one in the past.
Well, we did have. Of course, we had the first one was the i8. We launched in 2015, absolutely. But there is no demand we see because there are no benefits for it.
Thank you so much, Vikram. Thank you for your time. Do remember to subscribe to ThePrint to watch other great interviews with important personalities in the automotive industry in India. Thank you so much.